Hello everyone, and today I will be trying to play The Binding of Isaac. For those of you that do not know, The Binding of Isaac is a game that can be with that. So, if that kind of stuff you're into, then feel free to watch me play The Binding of Isaac. If not, I don't want to hear about it in my comments. So, here we go. Ooh, I don't really care who I play, so I'm going to randomize it. Excellent. I know I don't usually care who I play as, but some people are really hard to play as. Others are really easy to play as. Eve is one of the harder ones to play as because her attack is not as good as the other attacks. It takes a lot longer to do stuff. Because her attack is only 1, but her speed is 3, so she moves a little faster. But her attack being 1 makes it really hard to destroy things and makes it really hard to fight bosses. I apologize for the mouse that keeps getting in the way, but you might just have to deal with that for a couple times. Hope you guys don't mind that too much. Alright. I mean, usually I would just play as Isaac, because Isaac is a very easy character, he's well balanced. But I mean, sometimes you just gotta go against the classic Isaac. You know what, why not? Oh yeah! That's her special ability is when she gets half a health left, she becomes a giant demon monster. And her attack increases tenfold, but you don't see it on the stats, so. Otherwise, she'll just go back to being normal. And I'll let you know when I fight enemies I don't like, because some enemies are really just obnoxious to fight. And like, oh yeah, I used the key. I forgot about that. This is actually one of my least favorite bosses. Just because of how it moves. Even though it's a fairly easy boss fight, it's just obnoxious for me to fight, so. I mean, I have a certain amount of health I'm willing to lose. And the most amount of health I'm willing to really lose ever is about 1.5 health, because that's about approximately how much each boss will drop. It's between 1 heart to 1.5 hearts, so there's literally about how much I'm willing to lose in a boss fight. Otherwise, it's like, I don't really care how much I lose. Oh wow, this one will drop 2 hearts for you. Awesome. Good to know. I'm not sure why it dropped 2 hearts, but I'm not going to complain about it. Because that would be stupid of me. Alright, so, that was the first boss. Let's see what happens next. So, oh, right. For those of you that don't know what The Binding of Isaac is about, The Binding of Isaac is about a mother who's one day watching Christian television. And God tells her, oh, your son Isaac, he is corrupted. You must take away all that he loves, so that he will not become corrupt. So she takes away everything from Isaac. And God comes up again and is like, you've done very well. But, you know, your son's still corrupt. So she locks him in his bedroom. And then God says, oh, you've done very well. Very good. But there's one more thing you must do to prove your allegiance to me. You must kill your son. I apologize for that pop-up, that happened so many times. But she says, you must kill your son. So she says, alright God, I will kill my son. So Isaac happened to see all this through a hole in his door. And he's like, and so his mom comes out with a butcher knife, and he finds a way out through a trapdoor under his rug. And he jumps down into the basement. And this is what the basement is like. But that's what jogged my memory, was that one cutscene of Isaac jumping down into the pit. It jogged my memory of, oh, I should probably tell the story for people that don't know what Binding of Isaac is about. So that's another reason why it's like, kind of like, don't want to offend anybody by playing this game, because it kind of is saying, oh, people of the Christian faith blindly follow God, or something like that. At least that's how I'm pretty much like worried some of you people are gonna take it. And by I don't mean you people as a bad term, but there's some people out there who look for things like this in videos, so I'm just saying now. And ordinarily, I would just run to the boss fight, but whereas Eva's kind of one of the weaker characters, I want to try to boost some of her stats by getting the treasure rooms, because the abilities can make or break the game for you. And by make or break, I mean, if you don't get some of the abilities that the rooms offer, you're probably not going to go too far in the game. And knowing me, I'm probably not going to get too far anyway, but I like to improve my odds. Because I might get a move I can use with the spacebar, which are always helpful because they stay around and they regenerate. Not as often as I'd like, but they regenerate often enough. Oh, let's see what this does. Awesome, it gave me little fly buddies. And then every so often one of these guys shows up, and it gets really obnoxious because they all have special abilities. And actually, this is not my least favorite one, surprisingly, because he, despite the fact he has such strong attacks and really ridiculous moves, he's not my least favorite. My least favorite, people will probably will disagree with me with my least favorite, because my least favorite is actually what's its name? Envy. Because Envy is just a pain in the neck for me. Because I mean, it's just a little bit of a hassle to go fight around in a circle and be like, oh, look at this boss is gonna split off into two different ones, and that one becomes two different ones, and that one becomes two different ones. It just gets a little obnoxious. Okay, in that room, it's for playing as a character who you're on a level and you really don't need life. You can go on that till you have half a heart left, but it takes up 1 heart each, and you will end up probably getting a treasure from it, or you have a chance of getting a gold treasure box from doing that. Oh, okay. I had no clue what the dead bird did, but I guess it will occasionally help. This is one of the spacebar abilities I was talking about. This right here. And what it does is it heals you a full heart. Which is actually very helpful for boss battles and such, because you can just be like, oh hey, I've lost plenty of hearts and I've got the boss down to about half life. And you don't want to die. So you click on space, where you get a heart, and it gives you better odds. Because your gameplay changes when you know you have less lives than you want. This is one of my least favorite bosses to fight, because despite the fact he seems very easy, he's just obnoxious to fight. Like, if you don't know his movements, he can be pretty annoying to fight. And like, he just spawns these ones that I really hate because they just shoot at you. Like, non-stop shooting. And it's just obnoxious. So I'm gonna try to bomb him. And that did not work, so... Because usually you can just push it out of the way and be like, oh, okay, I'm gonna push your bomb, or push my bomb straight forward. Yeah, now that he's just ahead, he just shoots at you. But he's still pretty annoying. He's not as annoying as Pestilence is, because Pestilence is very annoying. Okay. I know I keep getting weird transitions, but this right here, that I just picked up, is a soul heart. And soul hearts have a very special function if you can complete a level with them. And it is such as you'll see after this cutscene. It transforms into a full heart. And there's another type of heart you get called a soul heart. What the soul heart actually does is it acts as an overshield, kind of, I guess if you call it. Because it just becomes like, oh, okay, so you've taken damage. Well, instead of doing damage to your normal hearts, it'll take damage to your shield heart. I guess I can start calling them shield hearts. Because that's basically what they are, they're just a shield heart. And the shield heart basic function is it'll take the damage before any other heart that you have. So if you have a soul heart and you pick up a shield heart, I'm gonna call them still, and you pick one of those up, then what's gonna happen is that'll take the damage instead of it. And this is actually one of my favorite, a good ability I like, because it lets you shoot 4 tiers at once. The 5th tier is from the little baby guy, so don't mind that. I'm actually gonna open up the shop because I haven't been to a shop for a while. Okay. Compass is a good ability. So now, rather than doing about the 1 damage, I can do more damage at a lesser range, but I can do more damage. And what the compass does actually is it shows you where the boss room and the treasure rooms are, I'm pretty sure. So you can know how to map your course. Oh. And there are various types of enemies, so like that one over there, in the top most. Okay, the one that I just, you know, I don't know how to explain it. So that one, the big one. That one is a special variety of these guys, and it'll do, instead of doing half a heart damage like most of them would do, they do full hearts of damage. Because they're just like a variant of them. So it's like, instead of doing just a half heart, when they die, or if they touch you, they do a full heart damage. Which makes them rather less approachable. And by less approachable, I mean like, you can't get too close to them, or they will pretty much mess you up. Okay, and now let's see what boss I get this time. Soul Heart, right there. Literal Overshield Heart. If I could point, you would have seen I was just pointing at that. This boss is obnoxious for me just because it has a lot of hearts. And bosses with tons of hearts are pretty obnoxious for me, so. That's what I was trying to do with the other boss, was launch the bomb at it. Much like I just did twice. And that's also what else I don't like about this boss, is he will lose an eye, and it will damage you and absorb shots from your opponent. So it'll be like, oh okay, so you're trying to do damage to him. Well, if it crosses in front of him, it'll absorb the damage for him. And if it touches you, you take damage from it, so it's something you kind of want to avoid. But it's not even that he's a hard boss, because he really isn't a hard boss. He's very easy, actually. But it's just like the obstacles you have to avoid from him. And then you can't touch that or else you'll take damage. Because it's kind of like a little special ability that some bosses have. Which is another reason I don't like Pestilence, just because he has one of those. And it's after he launches off one of his bombs, is sometimes it will leave a little trail behind it. Like I said, he's not even a hard boss, but he's obnoxious, because sometimes he has a lot more health than Target is. And these rooms are rooms where you can pay off your hearts, or pay hearts to get stuff from the little satanic guy right there. So, and each thing has a different ability, but I'm not willing to pay because I don't know what they do. I mean, yeah, I could look up on Wikipedia, but then you guys would see my Wikipedia, like my internet and stuff, and it's not something I really am interested in doing right now, because I'm lazy. Okay, let me see. So I'm gonna go right over to the treasure room. Oh, another enemy I hate because I do 1 heart of health. These guys. You have to be very careful when fighting them usually, because they're like, oh, I deal 1 whole heart of health if I hit you, so it's kind of one of those things that you're like, oh crap, I have to watch out for this guy because I don't want to lose health. See, just like that, my soul heart is gone. Luckily I have the bird to help. But even still, they're just obnoxious. Alright, so I could go to the arcade room, But, oh, I don't feel like it. And these enemies are kind of obnoxious too because they just chase you down. If they see you, they will chase you down. Much like that. And ordinarily, I would probably have used up my ability there. But I really don't want to use up my ability right now. Yes, I know right now, I sometimes get really stupid when I play this game because I'm just like more focused on killing off the enemy than my own health, so. That's usually the issue. Get him, dead bird. Excellent. There used to be a key in that box, so I'm gonna open up that treasure room. Let me take a nickel. Okay. Well, I'm pretty sure in order to get into those rooms, you have to have full health. So, there's actually a very strategic reason I took out that fire. Because if those guys get near fire, then what happens is they set fire and they become a harder enemy to fight. So it's more of a strategy move than anything. I'm not getting the red patch because that has a negative effect towards them. The matchstick is probably better than that. I don't know if matchstick is, but I know that that one makes you take damage a little bit easier. It has the chance to turn you into like a little like muscly avatar guy person. I'm gonna use that and then grab the full heart back here and come back and get the arena. Because I want to fight off the arena. Because sometimes you get keys for rewards. So I'll be right back on track. Oh, wow. This is actually a pretty big dungeon I'm noticing right now. Okay. Should be open. Yep. You have to have full health to even attempt the arena. Even though it's... Probably couldn't heal it by just face palm because you need a key to activate that room. Because the gold treasure box is only open with keys. So I'm actually gonna go bomb the arcade. And yeah, I know that sounds a lot worse than it actually is, so. Because trust me, it's really not as bad as it sounds. They deserve it. Ah! Okay, good thing that one dropped another bomb, because... Okay, let's do this. Boom. So you usually go in there when, like, usually if you want money or bombs, they have a chance of dropping both. And you know, if I get a key, I might run back to the treasure room because, well, I mean, think about it. The treasure. Oh, yeah. I thought this was these guys, and what's this card? Oh, okay. The Lovers is a good tarot card to get. I always call them tarot cards, even though I know it's pronounced tarot. Actually, I didn't. Oh, I didn't. I've actually never really known it was pronounced tarot. I never knew really how to pronounce it. Still, I sound like an idiot now. No clue what that. It's a good thing I didn't know what that did, but used it even still because now I have Overheart. And by Overheart, I mean Soul Heart for those who actually play this game, and I'm probably making really mad by using terms like Soul Heart or... You know what? I should probably just shut up because it is about 9:30 at night, and I'm very tired. But I just really wanted to record at least one, like, me playing a game video. And this is probably the only time I'll really have to do it. Even though I'll probably do another one of probably this at 6 o'clock in the morning tomorrow, when I'm even tireder. More tired, when you want me to pronounce it. I mean, some of you probably like hearing me sound like an idiot, so I could probably do that more often. But, you know, I probably should research what items do and then talk more about them later, but, you know. Okay, you know what, I got the key. I'm going back and I am going to get my treasure room. Because yeah, even though it's a trek, I'm hoping that it will be worth it. Like maybe it'll be one of my favorite secondary abilities, which is shown in the top left where it says the matchstick. Maybe it'll be my favorite one, which is Tick. Because the Tick, what it does is it gives the chance of enemies, like the boss monsters, spawning with less life. So I'm hoping that's what it'll be. Probably won't be, but... the attack fly. No, yes. So this fly actually helps me by attacking my enemies if they get in the path, I'm pretty sure. So... this combined with the dead bird, which I think attacks when I take damage. I'm not 100% sure what they do, because I don't memorize every single thing they do. But yeah. So I'm probably going to do a commentary tomorrow, and you'll probably hear another few voices, so I would probably have to introduce them and such. No, I won't be doing one at 6 o'clock tomorrow. I might do one 11-ish, so you hear a ton of voices, because I will be at my college chilling out in the lobby with friends. But I mean, I hope you guys won't mind if I have people there just like in the background. And there'll probably be a lot of people, so I mean, I'll probably be like, hey guys, I'm gonna be recording a video, so if you want to say hi to my YouTube audience, all 3 or 4 of you guys know who you are, 3 and 4. Or maybe it's only 2 or 3. I know I've got at least 3, so... or had at least 2 or 3. But yeah, so, what I am... this is, my first ever gameplay, and I am not very good at this game, but it's one that I enjoy. So this was like, people I've heard, people who do Let's Plays are like, oh, you know what, if you start a Let's Play, make it a game that you like. And this is actually a game I like, even though I'm terrible at it. But, and I say that a lot, so, meat cubes, well, one that I have floating around me, is actually very useful. Because it'll absorb attacks, but at its next rank, it's very good. Because at the next rank, what it does is it becomes a little face, absorbs attacks, and is able to shoot for you. I have a color variant of this enemy, which I hate this enemy very much because it just floats around and shoots you. And you can pretty much only hit it when it's in your range, and then it'll fly away if you hit it. So it'll be like, oh, or push damage. Which is one of the things I actually do kind of like about this game, is you can push certain enemies. If they get too close, you can just be like, boom, push, push. Okay, so now, it's time to see what boss I have. So this is the boss I was talking about, actually. And that is why I hate him, because when he moves, he does that. And not only does that do 1 full damage, but it also leaves a trail of that stuff. And that stuff you can't touch. Because if you touch that stuff, you're probably going to take some damage. At least half a heart. And that stuff acts as a bomb, too. So bombs that normally do, like... those you'll play the game know how much damage bombs do. 1 full heart damage. So now instead of summoning those little things, I'm pretty sure, it'll only summon those. But it'll still shoot out those bombs on occasion. And it tries to have at least... there are some bosses that have to have at least so many enemies out, or else it'll just not work out very well for it. Or it'll try and summon more. But actually, you'll get to see what I mean when I said that it turns to a little meat face. It's now a little meat face, and it shoots with us. It's very awesome. It's very helpful. And normally I'd skip these, but you know, some of you I have no doubt obviously probably haven't seen the game, and there's some I haven't seen. Like I haven't seen that one before. And there's a mini boss here. I really don't want to face. But you know, I'm going to, because It's one of the 7 deadly sins, obviously. Well, for those of you that don't know the game, you don't know, but it's one of the 7 deadly sins. And that is actually, despite its name, it increases your tiers and such, so it's not a bad thing to have. However, this is a terrible enemy for me, because you have to get behind him and hit him in the brain, or just do damage to him. And a color variant one of it can be pretty obnoxious. Oh, and they just change direction randomly in times too, so always love that too. And now just main color variant. And so if I start to become quiet, it's because I'm just like focused, which most people tend to do early on in this place, but I mean, you know, I'm actually doing better unfocused than I would be focused, so maybe I'll just stay unfocused, because I mean, like, oh, well, that's not good, but I mean, usually I'm a lot more focused, but oh my god, giant cluster. Hit him and break. And now we have to just fight this last one, and then we're good. And yeah, the dead bird only does do stuff when you've been attacked. So as you can see, it didn't do anything there. So let's see what boss it is. This is one I don't like because it can turn color variant. Just randomly in the fight, it'll be like, oh hey, you split one of the heads, it's now a purple head, and now it does 1 heart of damage. Which is, I find a bit ridiculous. Because it can do it at any point. It can be it during the second head, and then that head becomes fully second variant. Or color variant. Which is why I tend to try to take out the little heads first. Because I try to beat out the miniature head so I don't have to worry about one bigger head. They could have been color variant, they could have been purple there. It's just like you never know. It could be purple, it could not be purple. But yeah, so this is probably going to be unedited, completely unabridged, because I don't have an editor, I don't use edit programs, I don't know what the hell I'm doing, so I pretty much just do it raw and to the point. Oh, it looks like I missed a card in this room, so let's see what it is. Oh, I dropped Matchstick, that's right, because that looks like a card, not a, what it actually is. Okay, and these are actually organs that orbit around the room, which is rather disturbing, or disgusting, whichever you want to say, because I think it's a little disgusting, but I think it's both disgusting and disturbing. But, you know, whatever. It's still a fun game. But that guy is twice as fast as the normal ones. As you can see, he's like covering the gap between me and him rather fast, so. And now the dead bird comes to life to come help me. It just doesn't know what to attack, so it's rather unhelpful right now. There we go. Dead bird has done its job. Now let me destroy these, because these are a pain in the neck. The light ones summon spiders, those ones shoot randomly at you, and the green ones shoot poison bombs at you. This one I think slows you down. I don't know what it does, honestly. Yeah, it makes you fat, and I'm pretty sure slower. Let me check. It'll probably take effective action if it does, but let me check. No, it leaves the same speed. I would have thought it would make me slower, but now I'm clearly more of a target. Or I'm a bigger target. Wait, these things look familiar? Yeah, they should. Because if you hit the chain, they become disjointed. And then they become one of the walking guys and one of the floating guys. If you take out one or the other, whichever one you take out becomes the opposite of what it is. So, since I took out a body, it became just a head. If you take out the chain, it becomes a body and a head. But the heads are like my least favorite enemy because they're just really obnoxious. So it's like, oh, you're within my range, I'm gonna hit you now. actually gonna use the heart now because, you know. Oh, attack fly. Way to go, already doing the job. And my strategy for fighting off these things is just stand in one spot and shoot down because if you find a spot they both come from, then it makes it a little bit easier to destroy them. So. Or if you're down to one, just attack it like that. Okay, so let's see what boss is now. Ooh, I have not fought war yet, so I have no clue what to expect from this fight. Oh god, oh god, oh no, trollolo bombs. Devious son of a bitch. Trollolo bombs chase you around them until they explode, and they're very annoying. So I'm actually a little mad at myself that I actually used the heart thing there. I'm expecting him to chase me down. Yeah, he chases you down. Unlike his counterpart, whatever it was. Oh, where are they? Oh god, go. Why is it? Usually they chase you down, so I don't know why that one stayed in place. Actually, war's a lot easier than I was expecting him to be. So. It was actually really a lot easier than I was expecting, so it's kind of a disappointment. Oh, but it looks like he's getting more and more aggressive the more damage he takes, so it's gonna be less and less fun, it looks like. Normally I would try to use bombs on an enemy, but uh-oh, what's he doing? Usually, I don't know what to expect. I honestly have no clue what to expect here. Okay, this looks a bit easier. Since he's just chasing me around the room. Okay. Yep, okay. And he'll occasionally do a hiccup that leaves him left on the ground, so he should be very easy to fight. Okay. For one of the last bosses that you're probably gonna fight, that was a little too easy. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little disappointed about it. Let's see what happens now. He's a body! Let's go, Meat Boy. And actually, I'm pretty sure it's the same guy that made Meat Boy too, so. And actually, this game, unlike other games, this game has no save system. So you have to do a whole playthrough, which is why I haven't stopped yet, because I have to play the whole thing through. Or else just lose all my data. So everything I did would be for nothing, so. Go Meat Boy. This little Meat Boy is awesome. I love him. Okay. So, let me explain. Any boss that splits, I hate so much. These ones are no exception, because they spawn when they're destroyed. These little guys, which I hate so much because they chase you down until you either destroy them or such. It's just annoying. And the more of them there are, the more annoying it gets, because they will attack you in just about any direction. So, I mean, maybe tomorrow you won't hear people, because maybe I'll use a headset mic, but I don't really know. And I apologize if you can't hear the game because it's my first time doing recording stuff, so it's probably just like, oh, I don't like that going. But it's probably just like, not working because the game, I'm actually using recording, it's like my video camera recording, so I'm going to use both of these now, so I can, because this is the mom floor, and mom is a super pain in the neck to fight. Not as big a pain in the neck as these guys though, because these guys are super pain, because you have to attack with the hearts, but they will chase you down. So that's why I'm kind of like homing on this heart right here. Oh, Meat Boy, go little Meat Boy. You're awesome. Well, I wish you would stay back with me and protect me a little bit more, but actually, you know, you did fine, Meat Boy. I don't really care what you do now. Go off on your own. You're fine, Meat Boy. So I guess rather than attack with you, he'll just charge at something? Just to attack it? I kind of like that a little bit better for Meat Boy. He might actually help me out a lot during the mom fight. But I'm not gonna lie, there's one boss in particular that I hate with, like, just... I can't stand him. But what he is, okay, let's do this. The boss I'm talking about, is one of those masks, but it has 2 stages. Oh, and I hate these guys too, so much. Because when they hit you, you take damage, and you lose coins. Well, obviously you take damage if they hit you, but you lose coins too. That's just a really obnoxious thing. So like, oh hey, you know what? You got so many coins. Well, we take about half of them. Actually, we take at least one, and the rest just vanish, so you don't know where they go. At least one of them disappears each time, so the more times you get hit by them, the more money you lose. Meat Boy, help, attack the one on the bottom. Don't just stand there like a loser. But let me, if you guys want me to play a different game or another type of game, let me know in the comments, and I'll let you know if I can do it or not. Because there's some games that I can't do, but there are other games that I can do. Like, there are some games I'm probably gonna be like, I don't want to go out and buy that, so can't do it. Like, I don't have Amnesia, so I can't play Amnesia, which is probably gonna be annoying for a lot of people. It's probably like, oh, I want to see you play Amnesia, you know, blah blah blah. Amnesia's a great game. I know Amnesia's a great game, but you know, it's one of those things I don't want to run out and buy. So, oh Jesus, oh God, I was hoping this would be a store, but it's not. It is not a store. It is a very bad place. I wanted to save these bombs for Mom, but it's not looking like it's gonna happen. I might just use my bombs here, just to save myself from losing too many coins. But you know what, I don't think it's really gonna matter here. See? Like that, you lose coins. And they just sometimes vanish. Okay, bomb, bomb. Blow. Yes. Die. Die, 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 die. You die. Mwahaha. Yeah, this guy I don't care about. And yes, I know there are secret rooms, but I don't feel like going after it sometimes. I'm too lazy. And I don't know what Judgment does, so I'm saving it for the mom fight in case it does something helpful. Oh jeez. This was not helpful. This was bad. Ow, ow, ow. Keys! Oh, this is not helpful. I have to watch the shadow on the floor because his mom slams her foot down on occasion. I'm just gonna leave all the other enemies to little Meat Boy. And if you would be able to hear right now, you'd be hearing his mom just saying Isaac. So you're really not missing too much. Oh! Oh, that was close. I mean, that was like... Oh, oh god, I need to... I can't get distracted here. That's right, I can't afford to get distracted. I'm getting distracted, like, severely. Because I haven't been noticing the foot. Because, like, the foot is something you have to watch out for. Because it happens randomly, so you never know when it's actually going to happen, so... Bomb, go! Clear me away, bomb. I'm gonna plant the bomb right there and hope that it hit something. It did. Good. Good bomb. Alright, now that I'm actually getting the hang of the bomb fight, it shouldn't be too much of a hassle now. Oh, okay, I take that back. Maybe I'll actually beat Mom this playthrough, because I have done so many different playthroughs where I haven't beaten Mom. But I mean, right now, it's looking like it actually might happen. Like, it very well could happen here. Oh, crap! I can't afford one more hit, so... I'm gonna stop talking for a little bit and actually get down and focus. Oh, yes! Helpful. I just have to watch out for any damage I can take. So normally this would be the end of the game, but there's actually a lot more to the game. So let's see what these pills do. Oh, that is a good pill to have. What do you do? Oh, yeah, it gives me flies. What does this do? What? This is... confusingly awesome. Like, I'm seriously confused. But... this is awesome. So now I've actually never been this far. So let's see what it has in store for me. This is eerie. So I'm just gonna go straight for the boss because I really don't want to drag this out any longer than I have to, or than I have so far. So I'm just gonna go straight for the boss pretty much to try and finish this up. Because I get the feeling if I try to do anything else, I'm gonna end up jinxing it. So I'm just gonna try and end it ASAP. I want to get this done. Like this is the farthest I've ever been in any playthrough, and if I could just beat it, I'd be so happy. So I'm gonna run back and grab that heart real quick because the boss is pretty much the next room after this one, and I don't know what each room can be. So it's full annoyance boss. Well, actually, once you split it here, it becomes a little bit easier because it drains faster. But it also splits into 4 instead of the usual. Like, usually you just see it as 2 of those or something, so... But you really have to watch out here because this is where it gets dangerous, is when it gets, like, here, so... When it gets to this many is when it gets a little bit more dangerous. Because there's a lot, and you just gotta watch out. And I might not be able to post this video because YouTube has told me you can only post videos that are 15 minutes long. I don't know how long this video is, so I'm gonna have to watch it first before I post it to see how long it is, or I'm just gonna try and post it right away. So boss time, let's go. Ooh, Conquest. Whoa, 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 that's new. Oh god, it can use effects. So I'm gonna try using Conquest I'm gonna boost my strength right now, so I can do more damage because I don't want to drag this out any longer than I have to. Despite the fact that I have so much, that I have a lot of health right now. I just don't want to drag this boss fight out. Oh god. And now I might get to see what'll happen next because I know what the next boss is, but I've never actually fought it before, so... Because I've also never fought this guy, and I've also never got past, 2 Meat Boys, so... So he's off the screen. Okay, that was a thing. So was that... Okay, Cleansing Lights. Cleansing Lights is kind of hard to avoid because you don't know where they're going to show up. They just show up. And, Conquest is another one of the